and it's really scary. So one time we did a Ouija board there, and like we did it with like her sisters, like roommates and stuff, and they were a little weird, so like it was kind of weird. And like they were doing it and we weren't even like touching it, and like it was just really weird because they didn't know like anything about Carrie, and it spelled her boyfriend's like last name like when they asked a question about it, and it was just like really weird. So yeah, and I forget like what else happened, but like it was weird. And then the next day, I remember me, Carrie, and Katie O'Connor went to Carrie's house, and like something was like beeping, and like we couldn't find it, like where it was coming from or anything. And like so finally Carrie, I think she like noticed, I don't know, something with the basement, so she went in the basement, and like me and Katie would not go down there, and she was like, guys, come here, like you have to come look at this. And it ended up being like there was no fire alarms in the basement, and like in the middle, right next to the well in her basement, like there was just like a fire alarm going off, and it was really scary. So yeah, that's my story.
Okay.
There also is at a soccer tournament in Cape Cod, and so we had just, when we first came, early in the morning is pretty hot, summertime, and it was like June, so we just was pretty happy, and my dad was driving me back to
days after I had the bunny, I didn't like it, and I've never had fun on the way.
I was planning on, I just wanted to
For summer reading, and there's a huge rainstorm outside, and there's like lightning, and there's thunder rumbling, and it was really scary, and like the lights went off, but I just like kept reading, and I didn't really think of anything.
And I was sitting on my bed, and all of a sudden my whole entire house just shook, and I flew off the bed and started panicking, not sure what was going on. So I went to grab what was important to me, so I grabbed my laptop, my phone, my iPod, and my parents forgot to grab the dog, so I grabbed Sadie on the way out. And we ran outside, and it was just downpouring, and we turned around and we saw the house was on fire.
So my mom called the fire truck, and they came to our house, and they put it
just won our first soccer game, so we were on the way back to our hotel, and then I got a call from my mom saying...
we got a call from my mom saying that my brother had broken his ankle and that he couldn't play and that he'd be out for like a year and a half to recover.
And then after that, like a year later, my brother had a soccer tournament. Oh, he broke his ankle, yeah, that happened. Then like a year and a half later, he had a soccer tournament at the same place and was really nervous to play there because he broke his ankle there, but then scored a goal and did really well and got over it. He was not nervous.
Our new bathing suits, we decided we were going to go on Geronimo. So we got to the top, and my friend goes down, and I'm the last one at this top just looking down.
So I'm sitting in the water slide, and the water's rushing in, and the lifeguard asked me if I was okay, because I was kind of shaking. I was really nervous to go, but my friend was already down, so I wasn't going to be the kid that turned around and walked down. So I crossed my legs like they said to do, and I crossed my arms, and I just went down. But as I'm going, I got really nervous, and I flailed my arms out, and I was freaking out. And I hit the bottom. If you ever hit the bottom, like, you know, there's like tons of water splashing in, so I quickly fixed my bathing suit, and I stood up, but there was a breeze.
And I looked down, and I noticed that my top had flown off as I was going down the hill. And my friend ran over and gave me a towel so I could cover up, and I was like just like hunching down. And I turn around, and I see the guy who came down after me. He was walking over to me, holding my white top, asking, "Did you lose something?"
A couple years ago, me and my family were going down to the cave to see my grandparents, and my uncle lived nearby.
So on Christmas Eve, I went down with my dad to my uncle's house, and we're pranksters, so we got this big inflatable snowman and put it on their lawn. And basically, we inflated it and then took off. And then we went to my grandparents' house for a Christmas party. And there.
And there. So we got there, and like, my dad's handwriting is really bad, so I had to read the Christmas card to my uncle. And in the Christmas card, we wrote, what we had done, and like it had a 20 in it for the fee of, because it was legal since he lived in an apartment. So he actually got really angry, like not what we were hoping. It was not funny, and he rushed to his house and took it down and came back, and it was a bad Christmas party after that. And that's it.
Okay. Big round of applause.